5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good morning, Misfits. Okay, we have another issue with sound. All right, give me a second. It's nothing big. It's just I watched yesterday's video and my voice sounded weird. So I think it's one of these fucking buttons. See, I don't know what any of this shit actually means. I am hitting buttons and hoping for the best. There's 3 fucking things on here that say low, mid, high. I don't know what the fuck that means. So we're going to listen to myself. Okay, so if I turn low, listen to myself. Okay, low down. So if I turn, now I gotta wait. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. So if I turn, now I gotta wait. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Oh, that's better. Okay. I can hear the fuck. This is annoying. This is giving me anxiety. I don't like it. Okay, I just moved mid and high. This is annoying. This is giving me anxiety. I don't like it. Okay, I think that's good. This is giving me anxiety. Okay, I think we're good. All right, thank you for indulging me while I did that, because yeah, and some asshole's gonna be like, why don't you just listen to it in your ears? It sounds different than on the fucking phone. That's why. Like, shut up. How about we do this? Shut up. Which one's this? This one's church. Hold on. Where is it? Oh no, wait. Do I have the wrong one? I think I have the wrong one. I can't remember. Oh, is it pitch?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. That's what I was trying to do this whole time.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, God. What's today? Thursday. At least I got the notification before the podcast started. Yeah, well, at least everything's fucked up today. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's in your head. You sound great. Okay. Well, if I sound good on your end, that's all that matters. I did turn that low down a little bit, and I think I could hear a difference, so I think it was the low. I can't explain it, but I know what I sound like because I've watched so many of my own videos. It's like I'm not going off of the thing in my head. Like I have to clip my own videos, so I have to watch myself a lot, which is annoying. But the show yesterday just sounded different. Don't forget to ad read. We don't technically have to do the ad reads until we join the creator program, but why don't we? Why don't we do that? Okay, because we need more practice. All right, let's do an ad read. Thank you, Roadrunner. Let's make 17 cents. Actually, Rumble Premium, we make 20 cents. So let's get the Rumble Premium one out of the way. I bet you they're like, you shouldn't tell people that you're about to ad read. Maybe they will. Maybe they don't. I don't fucking know. But if you guys aren't aware, we are trying to join the Rumble Creator Program, okay? So in doing so, hold on one second. Why the fuck? We are out of the box. There we go. We are now in the box. Gotta lock it up. We're trying to do the Rumble Creator Program, and what is required to be in the Rumble Creator Program is you got to put in 30 hours in a month. We're at 16, and it's only been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hold on. Hold on. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay, that actually is now becoming fun. You got to put in 30 hours. We've done 15.9 in the past 2 weeks, so we're on track to hit that goal. And one of the other requirements to be in the Rumble Creator Program is you have to read 5 ad reads a month. I don't particularly feel like doing a show that is 40 minutes long with a bunch of ad reads. I understand that people have to do that, right? I just don't have to do it, right? I get that, that's how you pay for shows. Completely understand. I completely get it. But it's not what I want to do right now, so I'm not going to do it. However, if Rumble says if you do 5 ad reads a month, I think that that's pretty reasonable. It's like a month, and 2 of them are for Rumble, so it's really just 3 ad reads, and I get to pick. So let's get it out of the way. All right, let's accept this. I'm gonna put it on the left side, so it'll be right there under Jesus. All right. You've probably noticed Rumble is growing fast and it's not slowing down. They're building a real alternative to big tech that puts creators first and actually protects free speech. And now there's Rumble Premium, an easy way to upgrade your experience. With Premium, you get ad-free viewing across the platform, no pre-rolls, no interruptions, just the content you came for. Plus, Premium members unlock exclusive content like bonus videos, behind-the-scenes drops, and more from your favorite creators. Right now, Rumble Premium is offering a $10 off their annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com/premium and use the code STUDIO at checkout. That's rumblepremium.com, promo code STUDIO. No ads, more freedom, and content you actually care about. That's the deal. Okay, we're 20 cents has been deposited. Way more. That is 20 cents more than the Jews have paid me, by the way. All right. Chris Pavlovsky is he's giving them a run for their money or their shekels, because I apparently am still being accused of paying. I still, what is funny? I love the repetitive and just absolutely low IQ insults. Like, I'm not joking, by the way. I fucking love it. Okay. There are people that I'm sure it does annoy. I am not one of those people. Right? When you write like when you write like Jew, like literally just the word Jew in my comments, I'm like, I'm not like, but I'm not Jewish. Like, no, I'm like, this is fucking great. When you write $7,000, right? I love it. Like when I see 7K, I smile. You are making me smile all day, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. And I've said this for years. I've said this for a very long time. My haters are my content. I have only seen one other person that monetizes their haters, and it's Dana Lash, and she's great. Right? Dana does it. I've been doing it for, I don't know. I don't know. Shit, how long has it been? Years. 6, 7 years. This was all the way back to my tile page days. Right? I would popularize my page off of my haters, and I have not stopped doing it for the better part of a decade. I actually think is more like it, because I think I started Misfits. I want to say I started Misfits in around 2016, 2017. That's the tile page. Anyway, let's get to the show. All right. Been rambling for 13 minutes, doing sound checks and shit like that. I'm gonna turn this down just a touch, by the way, because I did notice yesterday it was a little loud. No, now we're in the. There we go. Damn it! I think I fucked it all up again. Damn it! God damn it, man. This is why we should. Oops. This is why we shouldn't internet. All right, we're going to, but we shouldn't. Whoever thought it was a good idea to let me have a show, that person's stupid. It's the only person you can really blame is Gatsby. By the way, there's nobody here that can stop me from doing anything. And I don't think my dog actually knows that I do this. I think he thinks that I'm just schizophrenic. I don't think he understands the concept of going on. Erica called out Candace? What? Holy shit. Hold on. We're gonna have to find out what you mean by that. Are you saying that Erica Kirk actually called out Candace Owens? Or are you saying that you think in a speech or a tweet, ominously, she was alluding to Candace? Because those are two different things. Um, let's see here. I doubt she. That's what I saw. Well, we'll find out why new keyboard is necessary. Okay, Erica, Candace. If there is anything, this is where it will pop up. Yeah, I don't see anything yet, but you could be right. Might just not be on here yet. I watched Erica's entire speech last night, and I do not think she said anything that was about. Oh, sorry. I don't think that she said anything that was about the online stuff, but that wasn't what that event was about. So I wasn't expecting her to. I was just wanted to see how she handled the situation. She did a great job. Okay. Now, we'll get to all that, right? I have ADD today. It happens at least twice a week. So this is an ADD episode. Um so you're going to see me like, pause, look, shiny, squirrel. Anyway, um but what we do with the daily breakdown is we go through the news, we type in the word news, we break it down. Then we go through the internet. We look at the my page, we look at the main page, we break it down. We just break shit down. That's why it's called the daily breakdown, because throughout the day we break it down. Roadrunner says, I could be wrong, and that's fine, because there's so much fucking fake news on the internet. It's worse than mainstream media now. Social media has become a place where a bunch of sensationalist grifting cunts will say anything that will get them clicks, including intentionally lying, like, oh, Erica Kirk called out Candace, and then she didn't, and that person knows they're lying, and then they get a bunch of page clicks, and people are like, why are you lying? And they're like, it's kind of like what I do with my haters, except I don't lie. All right, big difference. Blame it on my ADD. Blame it on my ADD. All right, now you got that song stuck in my head. Great. You guys know I'm having a fucking episode right now, an attention deficit episode, and you're still typing. You're distracting me. Anyway, let's go. So, daily breakdown, news. Here's the deal. This bitch Melissa, still here. All right. I don't know why every day we have to see Melissa, but every time, actually, that does make sense. The news should probably tell you what's going on with hurricanes. You know what? That's good. I take it back, CBS. Keep updating us about Melissa, but you're kind of overpowering the show. She's a hurricane. Do you guys really want me to read this? It's a fucking hurricane. All right. Same as last year, same as the year before. Here's what it looks like. It's going that way. Doesn't look like it's gonna do anything. If you're in a boat somewhere around here, don't be in that boat. Don't be on. Why are you in the fucking ocean anyway, by the way? What are you even doing? Can we talk about this for a second? Told you, ADD episode, right? Can we talk about this? Why are people on boats? Right? Why are we going in the ocean at all? Monsters. There are monsters out there. Right? People that do boat shit, I used to love it. Then I grew up and realized monsters. There are fucking monsters out there. There's absolute literal monsters. Like the shit that people think up in horror movies lives in the real world in the ocean. And you guys are like, let's fucking hang out. Let's hang out there. Let's catch them. Let's catch them and eat them. You have so many food here with feet and shit. Whoops. But you get what I mean. Why why don't we just not do the ocean? I think that that's a good idea. Unless you're just crossing it. If you're crossing it, fine. Fine. But fucking deep sea crab fishermen, they're like, fucking, let's just do the most dangerous job ever. Let's take a bunch of oxys and fucking throw a net into a hurricane infected waters. Yeah, good fucking point, Patrick. Why is Australia even real? Fucking monsters, all more monsters, alligators and spiders the size of basketball. Fuck you, people. People ask me all the time, do you want to go skydiving? No. Do you want to go bungee jumping? No. I don't want to do anything where things can kill me. Right? I don't like tempting the Lord. Hey, you want to? Hope I survive this one. Fucking. I mean, other than talking shit to a bunch of crazy people on the internet that keep on telling me they're going to show up to my house, but that's okay. I have guns. Oh, I have to keep it off the screen for YouTube. Honestly, I don't even care. Fucking ADD is great. It's fun because you have something, you can't stop it. You think I have any control over this shit? Mm-mm. Let's move on to the next one. All right. I put the top three. I left out her Melissa. I believe I put these three in the show notes. So we'll go through these. The centrist D66 party makes huge gains in Dutch election. I don't know why we do this. Why are we talking about Dutch elections? Fuck it, let's do it. Europe. Is that where? Is it Deutschland? Is it Denmark? Dutch? Fuck. Why am I now? ADD episode. Look, if this is an ADD episode, this is what we're gonna do during the episode. We're gonna just you're gonna come take a walk with me through my crazy brain. Where is Dutch? Deutschland? Netherlands. Cool. Okay. That's what it's like being in my brain. All right. I swear to God, I didn't drink. I didn't like. There's no substances. That's actually probably the problem. The reason why you're probably seeing me in this ADD spiral is because there's no substances. I know. I should just load up with caffeine. That'll reset me. Holland? I know. At least you got it wrong too. On the edge, I was like, "Fucking what? Holland? Dutch? Deutschland?" That's a good question. I bet you a whole bunch of you were like, "All right, he's not stupid. I didn't know either." And isn't the Nether now we got to go back. Isn't the Netherlands a bunch of other people? I mean, a bunch of other. Yes. Okay. Is it? Yeah, like Belgium. Isn't the Netherlands more than one lens? The Dutch language is primarily spoken. I didn't ask you where the language was. I asked you where Dutch is. Belgium. All right, Netherlands. Here we go. Netherlands. Okay. Is this the metropolitan Netherlands in Europe? Is this fucker? Yeah, well, it's definitely not part of Italy. Is the Netherlands a country? Like the It's a country. Got it. I'm just saying, why is it pluralized? That's what's throwing me off. What's throwing me off is it's called the Netherlands. All right. Etymology. Ooh. No. Whatever. We're having an ADD episode. So if you guys are watching this, congratulations. This is the best. This is going to be the best one to try to clip later because I'll probably have ADD while I'm trying to clip it. And I'll miss the. I did that yesterday. Yesterday I was like, was that the 32-minute mark? And then I was doing a backsplash and I forgot. I have to pull a clip from the 32-minute mark of my show yesterday. Remind me. Cool. Don't. I don't care. Anyway, centrist D66 party has made huge gains in the Dutch elections, likely giving it the lead in the government formation as the party of far-right leader Geert Wilders lost support. Oh, good. Shift left. Great idea. And if anybody calls him somebody a far right, I don't know who Geert is. Maybe he is a cunt. But usually, whenever a fucking journalist writes far right, they're not talking about the far right. They're literally never talking about Nick Fuentes. They're talking about somebody who's just like conservative. Like they probably think that fucking JD is a far right winger because his speech yesterday, like at the college. We shouldn't have immigration until we handle immigration. Oh my god, that's such a far right thing to say. No, it's fucking normal. Totally normal to say that. We'll get to that in a minute. I don't know if you noticed, but my ADD, I just scrolled through that whole article without reading it, so I don't care. Are we all good with not giving a shit about Dutch elections? Are we all right with that? Okay, cool. Good. The rhetorical question. Investigation after why is it what did I type into is it that bad where we don't have news in America? All right. Woman dies on island. Dutch election. You know what? Great. Maybe the world's healing. An 80-year-old Australian woman has been found dead on the Great Barrier Reef Island after being left behind by the cruise ship. I'm not laughing. I'm like, oh, that's that's not good. I'm just thinking of all the scenarios that it could be. All right, I guess we'll keep reading. Find out what happened to somebody's poor fucking grandmother. Woman had been hiking. What the fuck, 80? I don't even go hiking. Fucking good job, lady. On Lizard Island, north of fucking what? Can you fucking people spell shit properly? Cairns. Cairns. All right. With fellow passengers from the Coral Adventure cruise ship on Saturday, but is believed to have broken off from the group to have a rest, probably because she was fucking 80. Ship left the island around sunset, but returned several hours later after the crew realized the woman was missing. Okay. Major search operation found her body on Sunday morning. No detail. You can't just leave us hanging with that. Right? Fucking. Did she fucking die of natural fucking causes? Because if so, this isn't a story. Like, I mean, yeah, you should have probably checked, but I mean, really, like, this is really the story, right? The story is a cruise ship stopped at an island and then was like, hey, everybody, come make sure you're back at the ship, right? And then they're like, she wasn't. And they were like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 592, 593. Where's Betty? Like, that's what happened. And they were like, let's go turn around and get that fucking asshole Betty. Fucking leaving. You're messing up our schedule. And then she was dead. Could have been anything. But I don't think that this is. I wouldn't say that this is the cruise ship's technically fault. I mean, I don't know. Especially if she was 80. Look, Betty, I'm just impressed that you were hiking at 80 years old. Yeah, another, you know what? Patrick just brings up a good fucking point. We just talked about this. We talked about two of these fucking things in our ADD fueled opening monologue. Why are you in the ocean? Why are you at Australia? You're in Australia on a boat through the ocean and you're dead. That's why I don't go there. I fucking don't even like going into lakes. You know that I have, like, I don't think that this is an irrational fear. I think this is perfectly rational fear. I don't like going in water if I can't see what's below me, right? Period. None, like, not even if I can't see the bottom of whatever the fuck I'm in, I'm not going in it, right? I went to fucking Cancun to a wedding and we went out on a boat. And I was like, I can see the bottom. This is fine. If there was a shark in that water, I'm still okay with it because I can see it. I can be like, that's a shark, right? What I will not do is I will not go, is there a shark? Who fucking knows, right? It's literally like, fucking expect me to go into this shit blind? If I see a shark, I can maybe grab some coral or something, like a fucking, or grab a smaller shark and throw that shark at the big shark, get that as a distraction, and swim away. I will not go into the fucking ocean where I'm just like la di da di da. Ow, shark! You fucking people who surf are retarded. Don't know if you knew that. Just every day you're just trying to look like a seal having fun. All right. Yeah. Every time I see a shark attack, I'm like, your fault. Your fault. You think I'm gonna blame that animal the size of a fucking Volkswagen with a brain the size of a fucking walnut? No. No, your fault. You broke into his house and started splashing about. Fucking leave them alone. If you want to go into some crystal clear blue water, right, where you can look around and go, hope I'm not being rude. And then you do a little snorkel and you're like, oh, hi. Everybody seems fine with me being here. Totally fine. Totally fine. Dicking around in the fucking ocean where they're just trying to have some fun. And then we'll stick a fucking uh, wind farm right in the middle of it. So all the vibrations give them fucking anxiety. And then you show up and they're like, and fuck. I think everybody understands what I'm saying. I think that this ADD episode is it's getting through. It's resonating. Okay, finally. Final story. Trump's war on drugs stops at the Mexico border for now. Ooh, finally, something that's actual fucking news that we should probably know about. What is going on here? Somewhere off the coast of Venezuela, a U.S. Navy radar locks onto fast-moving vessels skimming through the Caribbean. The ship, believed to be carrying cocaine bound for the United States. Whoever this writer is good. Like, who is it? Morgan Phillips? Keep this up. I'm liking this. This cocaine bound for the United States is one of dozens targeted under Washington's revived maritime counter-narcotics campaign, a series of deadly interdictions that have brought the U.S. military's battlefront back to the Western Hemisphere. But as the U.S. clamps down at sea, by the way, don't go there, cartels are already adapting. They're going to try and stay alive by moving cargo on aircraft. Probably a good fucking idea. Because, Trump keeps blowing up their boats. Said Brent Sadler, a senior fellow at the Heritage Foundation and former Navy officer. But it's more expensive and you can't move as much by volume, so it's going to hurt their business model. Good. Good. I hope it's very difficult for fucking drug dealers to sell drugs. It's fucking. Oh, man. This sucks. Can't get that fentanyl in as easy as we used to. You know how much a plane costs? Yeah, well, I can have fun with that. Sadler said the shift shows how U.S. pressure on maritime smuggling routes is forcing traffickers to find new ways to move their products and new vulnerabilities for Washington to exploit. Yet just across the Gulf of America, where nearly all of America's fentanyl supply originates, the U.S. military presence fades to silence. There are no naval raids off of Mexican ports, no drone strikes on cartel compounds, no talk of narco targets inside Mexican territory. The fight stops there by design. Ooh, this is getting interesting. The 2024 report Drug Enforcement Administration report found that nearly all the methamphetamine sold in the United States today are manufactured by Mexico, and it's purer and more potent than in years past. U.S. Customs and Border Protection reported seizing 27,275 pounds of fentanyl along the U.S. Mexico border. China remains a key source of the precursor chemicals. Now I'm getting bored. For fentanyl, this opening was just really well written. This right here is like that drew me in. Now I'm getting bored with numbers and ADD. Okay, well, this is why we put them in the show notes so you guys can read them. Here, let's skim. Once you go on land, you got all right. Trying to remember. Once you go on land, you've now got sovereignty issues, collateral damage, and all kinds of other complications. Okay, so that's why. Thank you. During his first term, Trump favored the idea of bombing Mexico's drug labs. I think that's a good idea as well. I mean, if we started a war with Mexico, it's really like, I know Dave Smith would bitch about it and take the side of Mexico. But yeah, maybe my brother would still be alive, so that would be cool. So I think, yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should. Maybe you should just be like, hey, the fuck are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? Look, sometimes I guess, you know what? I don't know. Maybe am I a neocon? Am I the villain? Am I the bad guy? Like, am I a neocon? I don't know if I'm a neocon. I don't even really kind of understand. Like, the neoconservative is like more interventionist. And I guess, yeah, sometimes. I know that there's no such thing as like this black and white definition of, like this political ideology. That's why I don't even call myself a Republican. All right. Like, I am a conservative constitutionalist. That's what I am. Right. If you want to try to put me into a box, go ahead. I'm not going to be in the box. You're just going to be saying I'm in the box, right? But I am not in the neoconservative box because I don't call myself a neoconservative. I am not even in the Republican box. I'm registered as a Republican. I vote for Republicans, but I am not really, I'm not a fan of the GOP. So I'm not in that box. What box I like, and I've it's a very comfortable box that I have learned to love, is conservative constitutionalist, right? If it's in the Constitution, if it's constitutional, I usually almost 99.9% agree with it. And I want to be a conservative, which means conserving the fundamental principles and values that made this country the greatest country in the world, which are written in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitutionalists. I believe that the framers and founders had a vision for this country that two sides of the woke spectrum are trying to get away from, and I think that I should conserve it. That doesn't mean that I don't think women should vote. Sometimes I don't. That doesn't mean that I think we should bring back slavery. Absolutely not. It just means that I'm a fucking conservative. Alex, you can't call me while I'm doing the show. You have to text. Like, why would you call me while I'm doing the show? Alex. I'm going to text Alex and be like, "Yo, you know I'm doing the show, right?" I'll send the I'll send the link shortly. Alex is like, hey, we're supposed to be doing the Hate Mail Thursday, so I'm just gonna call your phone while you're in the middle of talking live on camera. Fucking idiot. It's ADD Thursdays now. Jeez. He just writes back, duh. Oh my god. All right. Should we jump in to Hate Mail Thursdays right now because Alex so rudely interrupted, or should we make him fucking wait? Not sure, but we will fucking figure it out. All right. It's the same link as last week. Same link as last week. Just save and reuse moving forward. Okay. See if Alex wants to pop on now. You can pop on whenever. Because you interrupted the show when I was having ADD. Why is my box small? Now my box is small. Every time. We have small box problems again. This is really kind of annoying. Whoa. I can flip it? I didn't even realize I could flip it. Am I backwards? Wait, which way is the way I like? Didn't even realize. You guys are just watching me dick around again, yeah. It's alright. People that have been here a while are used to it. The show is called Technical Difficulties. Okay. Nope, that's bothering me. There we go. All right. They make a pill for that now. Yeah, I have 90 of them in my drawer. Oh, great. This box is fucked too. Why can't I just have nice things? Why can't the internet leave me alone? Okay, we are newly boxed up. Let's see here. All right, I do not see Alex yet. I'm sure he will be here shortly, and we will do Hate Mail Thursdays. Okay, but for now. Yeah, wait. My shit, yeah, it says cock. All right. I was like, wait, am I backwards? Sons of Liberty hanging in the tavern. I'm just gonna read comments because I'm pretty sure I think I did. I think I got through. My ADD. I might have forgot to finish this breakdown. Um, I was saying something about drugs, but yeah, blow them up. All right, good, good. I'm glad we got that out of the way. All right, now we're gonna have to pull up the app for the daily breakdown or for the Hate Mail Thursdays, and the app is working because I'm going to be able to share that with Alex. So we'll go to guest presentation, properties, application capture, application X. Perfect. For some reason, this is way fucking. That's not how that's supposed to be at all. It's all right. We'll do this while we wait for Alex. Okay. Whoa, whoa. What happened here? Give me 1 sec, guys. Oh, and I'm getting glitchy already. Good. Think we might have to bite the bullet on that new computer. That's probably what's gonna have to happen. Almost there. Oh, by the way, today is the day where I will be on Sean's show. I'll be on LFA TV in about an hour and 20 minutes. We did a pre-recording. All right, is Alex here? Did I not give him the fucking... Yeah, I gave him the fucking link. So, I don't know where Alex is. Waiting on you, dude. If watching television is the least intelligent means to gain political information, why are right stream media ratings at an all-time high? I think that... Yeah, that's why I need to get rid of this. Close window. Good. Get rid of that. That's why I think we're being a little glitchy because of that. Quit. Give me 1 sec, guys. Doing a whole bunch of shit all at once while having one of the worst ADD episodes I've ever had. Yeah, dude, I'm glitchy as fuck. Glitchy as fuck. Why is it doing this? The weird thing is, it's not every week. So that's the part that really bugs me. Is it's not every week. So it's something to do with maybe my applications being open, but I'm looking now and I don't have them open. So I wonder if there is a setting. Like, I wonder if there's a way I don't need to buy a new computer. There's nothing wrong with this computer other than it gets glitchy when I open too many things. It's a fucking... And I talked to the nerds. The nerds said that it's the memory or RAM or fucking... Yeah, memory. I have it right in front of me. Here's the info for my computer for all of you fucking nerds. It is an Apple M1 with 8 gigabytes of memory. I have plenty of gigabytes of storage. I have 494. I have 500 gigs of storage. I don't know what the difference is between memory and storage. Your memory is too small. That's what people keep telling me. I'd rather you say my memory's too small than something else, if you know what I mean. Clean cookies? You need more RAM, yeah. Can you add RAM to a Mac? That's the problem. I've heard that you can't add RAM to a Mac. Let's fucking find out. You should have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. You need more RAM. Everyone keeps saying RAM. Okay. Don't say RAM. Where's OBS? Okay. OBS. Let's go. Can you add RAM to Mac? Random access memory. Oh, that's what that means. Nice. 27.8. Yes. It says yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we'll just add more RAM. How do we do that? Fucking I'll do that. Access via rear door. Nailed it. Oh, wait, no, mine's newer. Yo, 7 Legion Studios, I will jump through this fucking screen and scratch your eyes out. All right? Like, don't talk shit about my Mac. I went over this like last week. I have the ease and accessibility of fucking having all of my shit from my phone jump right over to my computer, my watch, my notes. Everything is Mac, and that's why I have a Mac. All right? I'm not a fucking nerd. That's why I have a Mac. I have a Mac because I'm not a fucking nerd. You fucking nerds that like, oh, I have a fucking whatever, Samsung, a fucking window, what is it? Android. I have an Android. Cool. Take your Android, shove it up your ass. So how do we do? How do we do? Oh, here we go. Oh, non-upgradable. Yeah, this one. No. So I can't fucking. So I literally just can't do anything. Here we go. This one. This is mine. Why? Apple solders the RAM onto the logic board for thinner designs and better power efficiency. What is an OWC? The Misfit Patriot seems to be someone who made fun of the smart kids in class. Actually, I was friends with all of them. I was a geek in high school. Not a geek, but I wasn't a geek. I was outcast, misfit. I was not in a cool kids club. I made fun of the jocks. I got into fights with the popular people. The popular people were not my friends. YouTube it. Should have done your research. No idea what you're talking about. I didn't get this fucking computer to do a podcast. Is that what you is that what you're referring to? Like, I think that's what you're referring to. I bought this fucking computer for work. So, if you're saying I should have done my research, like, oh, if you were going to run a podcast and you went out and bought a Mac, that's not what happened. So, that's probably exactly why we have problems. What we're trying to figure out now is how to solve problems. All right. Is Alex here? Alex is here. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, Alex. We'll bring you in. I've been yelling at my chat for the past 5 minutes. Okay. Let me get my screen here. Okay. That's now shared with you. And now let's bring you in. Copy link. All right, we're bringing Alex in, guys. And I'm going to be glitchy as shit, which is what I've been yelling about for the past few minutes. Properties. Glitchy. Hate mail Thursdays. Alex, I don't know if maybe Alex knows the answer on how I get more RAM. I have a Mac and I need more RAM. I am. I'm literally asking AI right now. Okay, Alex, you are live with us. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't have you on audio here. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep, now we can. Now we can. All right. Let's see here. Okay, do you got the screen?
Yeah, we're about to read some messages. Let's go. How excited are you?
I'm very excited. It's been a week. Let's go find. I did not do the digital scoreboard, so we'll circle back to that. Kind of like
To be
Tucker.
fair, it's pretty much tied, Zach.
Yeah, it is. It was tied. It was 10-10.
It's pretty much tied, so we could always, it doesn't really make a difference.
I know, that's why we won.
Dude, what a week in the state mental hospital.
It's been a little crazy, huh? Like, so I made a post yesterday where I was saying that social media is kind of like Walmart, right? You don't know why exactly the people of Walmart go to Walmart, but they don't really go to Target. And I don't need to know why. I just know that they're there. So social media, it's like it's Walmart. It's like, stop pretending it's real life. Understand that they're real people and they really exist, but the people on social media, it's like Nick Fuentes. Everyone's worried about Nick Fuentes becoming mainstream. I am not. I am worried about Nick Fuentes damaging the reputation that Charlie and the organization that Charlie Kirk built. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not
Oh, it's
worried
already being.
about.
It's not just Nick Fuentes. It's everybody. This is a collective decision to start mainlining him.
Yeah, I understand that, but when you say mainstreaming Nick Fuentes, right? Put it into context. You're mainstreaming him on social media. Do you really fucking think, does anyone really think that Nick Fuentes is going to be on like Fox News? That's mainstream, right?
Well,
The
that's legacy media. That's a little different. Like that.
it's
Those outlets are pretty much dinosaurs. They're gonna go the way of the phonograph. You know what I mean? Like this is
I
like
disagree.
like yeah. This is the Catholic Church. Mainstream media is the Catholic Church in the 1500s. So it doesn't like whether or not he's getting Fox News appearances is almost irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just nitpicking about the definition of mainstream. Oh, Roadrunner, get a new
Somebody on
computer.
social media though, mainstreaming somebody out on social media, it's not good. It's not like a good thing,
I can never
right?
find the subscription stuff. So Roadrunner's donated $100. Roadrunner, if you want next time, or actually, I don't even like asking for money, but there is a Beacons link that has a buy me a coffee, and I think that Rumble takes like half of that 100 that you sent me. I don't know. So you could just do it that way. Whoa, shit! Hold on. Fuck me. Got this fucking issue with my.
And we got the New York City mayor's race, and we got people openly dropping N bombs with the hard R, calling themselves Christians.
Oh,
We got
Isabella, yeah.
that we don't know if it's gonna work. We got every mega corporation under the sun that was censoring Donald Trump. All of a sudden calling themselves MAGA because they helped build him a new ballroom. The whole thing is just this is just such a clown show right now. They're just live material.
It really is, dude. Like, I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of a good sign. It means that like we're in such a good position that we kind of don't know what to do with our hands, so we're just attacking everything.
No, the worst thing in the world. It just shows you can't be trusted with any kind of power or authority, and in 4 years you are going to get wokeness on steroids.
That's what I am blowing the whistle on. I'm saying we need to deal with the woke right before it's too late. And a bunch of people early on were calling me crazy, but now
Well, the
what we
woke right.
see is we see a bunch of I see way more people waking up to what I've been talking about for at least a year, right? Where the woke right or the dissident right or the groypers or the radical right, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter what you call them, but that group is getting a lot of pushback, and I think that that's a good thing. So as
Yeah,
long
but the
as
problem is that they're not getting pushback from the right people. Like,
they
I mean,
are
actually, that's not true. You're pushing back and stuff, which is good. What I'm saying though is that like they're not getting pushed back. They're not getting any
from
pushback
like
from the
Tim
dissident.
Pool.
Yeah, they're not getting any pushback from like the dissident community. Like even Alex Stein is like jumping on that bandwagon because he's about to lose his contract with the Blaze and needs somewhere. He needs something else to grip off of,
I saw
right?
that, and that's
So like
the problem as a whole is a grifting problem. It's a sensation. It's a normalization of sensationalism where we're doing is, and look, this isn't a new phenomenon, by the way. Okay, we saw Howard Stern, we saw the Kardashians, we saw Real World Road Rules. We've seen this type of Jerry Springer, content where it gets a lot of views, but it doesn't get taken seriously.
yes, and
The difference now is it's
sorry.
political. It has real like nobody's gonna go and fucking shoot up a school over Jerry Springer or Kim Kardashian, right? But in the political space, people are very really like this is passion. They have passion.
Yeah, here's the other problem too, and let's just like forget the school shooting. Um, Nobody's gonna believe the next government or private sector manufactured crisis psyop. When when Twitter has turned into right wing version of Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that
That's what the problem is.
I think we need to get back to a certain level of seriousness, and it's kind of rich coming from me, where always calling people cunts and everything like that. But
No, what about me saying this? It's even more ridiculous. I put on dresses and imitate libtards and start crying and having meltdowns at protests and council meetings. I'm telling people that, hey, we got to be a little more serious. Hey guys, the guy who trolls city council meetings in a dress and tells everybody that his wife's boyfriend Armando is an undocumented migrant from Venezuela. He's telling you guys that you guys got to like, dial it back and be a little more serious. He's telling you that you need to be a grown up.
exactly, it's almost like if it's coming from me, you should take it even more seriously, because I am not a serious person.
Or I'm part of it, or I'm part of why this thing is so laughable. Like the guy sounding the alarm bells is a fucking troll. I'm like, dude, this is bad. Like, I can't, like, it's disenfranchising me to even make videos, because I'm just like, dude, like, if I'm gonna make videos making fun of fucking libtards and woke culture, like, I don't want the end result to be what we're seeing right now. Like, I don't want to service that type of machine, you know?
I agree completely, man. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm not minimizing it or downplaying it or not taking it seriously, but right, I don't think that we had this problem even half as bad 1 year ago today, right? I think that what happened is you're looking at a vacuum, right? That is trying to be filled over and over again, where we won the election. And then all of these little fucking woke right retards were like, oh, we have power. Let's take advantage of the power that we have and let's make our move right now. Right? Let's
Listen to them. They were the ones telling everyone to vote for Kamala.
exactly.
They had no power at all.
Well, that's what I mean is maybe I'm not using the term power vacuum properly. What I'm seeing is they're getting more desperate, where they're like, okay, yes, Nick Fuentes was like, don't vote for Trump and blah blah blah. But then right after the election, he sort of like made a move where he was like, we need to demand, now that Trump is in power, we need to demand that he do all of these things, right? And start denouncing Israel and start, get the border numbers even higher than they already are. And it's just almost like they were just like, okay, they're not really we, but we, the right, have power, so we should be moving in this radical direction. Let's move the Overton window as far as possible.
So let's use our influence to only appeal to a fringe group of morons that spend their life living on the internet and totally ignore why regular people who are pretty much apolitical decided to vote for you in droves. Winning strategy, Zach. Great idea.
I'm saying that's their strategy, which is not a winning strategy.
I'm referring to how I'm not saying that that's you. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I agree with you.
Totally preposterous.
It was incredibly preposterous. And then here's the other thing: we're looking at a very similar dynamic with what's going on right now with trying to quote mainstream Nick Fuentes with Tucker Carlson. Charlie Kirk clearly hated Nick Fuentes, like did not want him even acknowledged, right? Tucker Carlson never would have had Nick Fuentes on his podcast while Charlie Kirk was alive if Tucker Carlson was trying to stick with TPUSA as an avenue for brand exposure, right?
Yeah, this is all pretty obvious. It's just, look, whether or not you think more voices can be heard, and maybe Nick Fuentes is growing up a little bit. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt and say that, right? Like, let's say Nick Fuentes is realizing, hey man, this, like, it's time to grow up. I was wrong about certain things. I got to pivot. I want to be more, I don't want to be associated in this box, because, to be fair, I also don't want to be placed in the box either with what I do. I want to be able to expand and do something else. So let's say that he's totally in that camp, right? And we're taking this at total face value. One of the people that you were the closest to, that you spoke at his funeral, openly hated this person. And if that guy, and if that's the case, and you're doing this within a month and a half after one of your closest friends just got shot in the neck and died instantly, what does that say about you as a human being?
Yeah, well, it's exactly right, because Charlie Kirk didn't say this about Nick Fuentes like years ago. He said it 3 months ago. But hey, 1 second. It is 8 o'clock, which means we are about to cut the streams. Maybe that'll also fix the glitching problem. We're going to cut the streams on YouTube and X, and we are going to be Rumble only for Hate Mail Thursdays. We can do at least a half hour today. I have some time, but I do have to probably get out of here in about a half hour. So we're going to jump into it. Let me get rid of the YouTube in 3, 2. Actually, before I do that, top right-hand side of the screen is where you go if you want to watch the rest of the show. Rumble.com/TMP uncensored. Bye-bye, YouTube, in 3.